Hi, my name is TJ Weaver, and I'm the director of Mr. Sandman by Christina Quintana.
Hi, I'm Christina Quintana, also known as CQ, and we are gearing up for the studio retreat of Mr. Sandman and the playwright. Should have said that, I guess. Oh yeah. So my question for you is, why are you excited about diving into this play?
All right, so I think I have like 2 or 3 reasons why.
Oh. Get ready. I wasn't expecting that. So.
The first thing being is that I love work that challenges me, and this is a piece that challenges me as I identify as cis, gay, black, male, like in that space, and someone who comes across with a certain masculinity. But I've also had the discussion of what does it mean to sort of, with myself, what does it mean to sort of combine the feminine energy? And I think this play is the way that you're sort of forcing us to look at really in this space. Like people can walk out, and if we start a play, we're here.
That's good though. If people walk out, it just means they're affected.
Yes. But you're asking us to sort of look at masculine and feminine energy, specifically what it means to be masculine in another person's experience or space, or like how that person moves about the world. And I love that this conversation is happening now. I think that we're in such a, whatever you think of the political climate, whatever you think is happening right now, to have this conversation in this space now is just vital. Intersectionality, I feel like it's a hot word right now, but I think it's such
buzzword.
Right. Such a great way to sort of begin the conversation of I am this, and how you see me. We look at somebody and we categorize them very quickly. I think it's just the way the mind works as we're thrown a lot of information. Unfortunately, that categorization we don't get to the heart and soul of the person. I think the discussion of intersectionality helps us understand people on a more complex level. I think, and that's what I love about this play, that you have these 3 characters who exist in real time, and then there's this one character sort of outside, still very much a part of the world, but each one of them, they're dealing with, how do I see myself?
Yeah.
How do I live about the world? And then the flip side of that, what are my expectations of other people? And how do I react when those other people are changing? Second thing is movement.
Oh, I love it. I hope you get to play with it a little bit.
Yeah, you give me a lot to play with.
Yeah.
Again, I'll do a kitchen bit, but
we're not putting down the kitchen plays.
We're not. But I get very excited about when from the very get, there's I first seen 2 people back of the truck.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally. Cool. That's awesome. It's great to even just hear you say those things out loud as I'm working through the draft right now. That's not helpful. That's just me thinking. That is so great. I mean, I think with this play, I've learned about myself that the way I tend to write, which is so interesting to learn, over the years, learning my process, but I tend to sort of write skeleton and then build. It's just kind of the way that I am. I sort of see sort of the basic story and then it grows. So I think what's so exciting about this process to me is to be able to have TJ's mind and to have the minds of these phenomenal actors that we have in the room to just really hone in on and deepen these characters, and to just be able to have conversations about who these guys are and what is exciting and what we want more of, and just how we can kind of push the envelope. Because I think I just sort of I'm a very collaborative writer, and so I just love being in a room with smart people and just like being like, great, like I'm taking all of this and then taking it home and just like trying to sort of like implement as much as possible and like rewrite the shit out of it. So I think that like there's just going to be so much more that it's just like I already know it's going to grow like light years in the next, in the few days that we're in the rehearsal process. And I think just like also something I really hope to accomplish is just like really pushing myself. Like I think that there's something about this play that it actually in a small way is kind of, it reminds me in a small way of this play that I wrote that's called Enter Your Sleep, that is this play about two characters that sort of meet in their dreams. And what you realize by the end of the play, spoiler alert, is that one of the characters has actually committed suicide, and the one character is sort of working through the dream to try to figure out what happened. And that play, when I was working on it, it sort of started in a way that felt there was a lot more of kind of like a place of realism, and then we'd go to this crazy dream world. And one of the best pieces of advice I got from a dramaturg was just like excise that and just literally make it fucking crazy. And I think there's something about this play that just wants to be fucking crazy. It just wants to just go places where you're just like, what? Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. Like, what is this? Like, what? Oh, wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think there's something, I get so excited when I get like surprised by things in the theater. We see so much theater.
Yes.
So it's like when you get surprised, like that moment in Octoroon when the wall falls, you know what I mean? I'll never forget that because I was just like, wow, I don't remember the last time I was surprised this much in theater. So it's, that's big goals to get to that point, but yeah, those are some of my
You're gonna
goals.
get there.
Yeah, those are some of my goals. Wall falls.
And my goal literally is just to help you get to whatever that next,
The next level.
whatever the next, exactly, whatever the next state is, and like for you as the writer of this play,
Yeah.
whatever you need.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll get there. It's like an encouraging line to end on.
I'm TJ Weaver.
I'm CQ, and we are inviting you to come out to the studio retreat of Mr. Sandman on March 26th and 27th. And the times are 7 p.m. on Monday and 3 p.m. on Tuesday. Yes. Join us.
Join us.
Ven conmigo.